Have you and your business ever created a video that sounds remarkably like this one? One that sounds unnatural and painfully read from a script and by someone who doesn't even work in the business? Well, you're not alone, and in the next 10 seconds, I'm going to give you the tips on how to solve that and sound more natural. Stop it! And that's it for this episode of Making Waves. I hope you guys have a good rest of your day, and I can't wait to see you guys in the next one. I'm just kidding. Let's get into it. Hey everybody, welcome back to Making Waves, a series in which we talk about how businesses can use the power of video to make their own waves of impact and sales. I want to keep today's episode pretty short and just give one quick tip that I think every business really should be using when it comes to video, and that is stop using scripts. I can't tell you how many times I've gone to a company's website and seen like that About Us video that is typically just still images played in a slideshow with this really badly scripted audio over it talking about the company and when they started, and it's read by someone you can tell doesn't even work for the company that just got hired offline. And every time I click on one of those videos and that's what starts, it almost makes me feel, it makes me say, it makes me click off that video so fast and miss out on what that company is all about. So today's tip is really quick. It's just don't use a script anymore. Now, yeah, there are some situations where a script is important, whether that be a motion picture, a scene, or if you have very specific things that you need to say in a very specific way. And my best advice in those situations is if you have to use a script, make sure you rehearse it and you can say it as naturally as possible. Now, I do think it's a good idea to go in with an outline, or a list of bullet points of things you want to talk about, and not just go in with no idea what you want to talk about before you start recording. And this series is actually a really good example of that. When I first started, I was writing scripts for full episodes, and I'd find myself just getting really frustrated by not being able to memorize the words and having to do like really small little sections and hoping for the best. But then I slowly realized that that's not the way to do things. That's not to say that I don't have an idea of what I want to talk about. I think it's a really good idea before you start a video to write out a plan of what you want to talk about and have bullet points or key points you want to talk about throughout the video. By not having a script, it actually allows me to sound more natural and maybe have a little more passion about something, or an idea pops in my head while I'm speaking that I wasn't thinking about when I was writing a script. And it allows it just a lot more free-flowing conversation and create more of a human connection between me and the viewer. That also means that if you're watching these episodes and you go, what the hell is he talking about? It sounds like he's just rambling on because he has no idea what he's saying. You're right. But in all seriousness, when you use a script, you end up taking out a lot of the personality that you're able to convey through your video. And nowadays, with so much video content being pumped out to people, people are really looking for that authentic connection with whoever is on the other side of the camera. And when you use a script, people just know right away, like, hey, this doesn't sound genuine. And I think a script really hinders that ability to be authentic and really create a connection with your viewer. When I work with my clients, we usually have a meeting ahead of time to talk about the messaging that we want to have come through the video. And then we do kind of what I said before and just create like a bullet point of what we want to talk about. And then me as an interviewer, I go and craft my questions and be able to lead the conversation. So it's just a really free-flowing conversation between me and you while the camera's off to the side. And it just gets that authentic answer right out of you, so you can convey your passion for what you do, and anybody who's watching it goes, wow, I kind of know who I'm working with. I'm not listening to some robot talk over some pictures, and I can really see what their personality is, what they're about, why they love what they're doing, and I feel like I kind of know this person already. So that's really it. Just ditch the script. Be yourself and let yourself talk freely and be passionate and be you on camera. And that is really it for this episode of Making Waves. I hope you guys have a good rest of your day. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions at all, please drop a comment below or send me a message. I would love to talk, and I can't wait to see you guys in the next one.